Hi, good morning, my beautiful viewers, and how are you guys doing this morning? Thank you guys so much for always tuning in, listening to my episode. Today's date is actually June 27, 2026. I'm gonna keep it really simple, and this is something I talk about for since the beginning of the year. People that actually watch my episode know what I'm talking about, guys. It's about the oil reserve that we basically looking forward to. It's basically coming to I wouldn't say a complete depletion. It's gonna get at a level where it's gonna they have to have gas rationing. Now listen up carefully, guys. This is the reason why. When where they keep the oil, right? They can't push out the oil to the pump because of the thickness of the oil. They have to use the pressure of the oil. That's the amount of oil that they have in the reservoir has to push down the oil to push it out towards the pump because it's the pressure, the weight of the oil basically is pushing out the oil towards the pump. So the point to this is that once it passes a certain level in the oil reserve, they're not going to have enough oil to push it. The oil is not going to be heavy enough to push it to the pump. Okay. So they can refine the oil. And once again, a lot of people are not aware of this. And I have to make this clear. A lot of people say, so what happened to the oil in Venezuela? So what happened to the oil in America where, yes, the US have a lot of oil. Yes, the US get a lot of oil now from Venezuela. Here's the caveat to the whole thing. The oil reserve cannot refine these oil. Let me repeat that one more time. The oil reserve cannot refine Texas crude oil or the oil from Venezuela. It can't. They can only use the oil in trades on the international market. So, if the oil reserve is completely depleted below the level it's supposed to be, they can't take US oil and put in the oil reserve. It ain't gonna work. It's not the same type of oil. It's not. Do your due diligence, do your research, and you see what I'm saying is true. The only thing that can go through the oil reserve is Brent crude oil. This is the oil from the Middle East. Look it up. And I think this started from the 80s. This is the only oil that can be refined here in the US in the oil refineries. A lot of people are not aware of this. So when I share these information in my day-to-day activity, when I meet people, I said, listen, are you not keeping up with what's happening with the oil crisis? No, I'm not worried. The US have a lot of oil. Plus we get oil from Venezuela. I was like, wow. Oh, wow, this person have no idea what's going on. Zero clue. They're thinking if we run out of oil, getting petroleum from the Brent crude oil, we're still okay. We still can use oil here. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be refined. Actually, for when they export the Texas crude oil where it need to be refined, if they export it there to those refineries and to ship it back here, so we can actually have access to gasoline and petroleum, it's actually going to be even more expensive because of the shipping cost. So it really doesn't make no sense. And a lot of people are missing that because it's all about awareness, folks. That's it. Some people are not aware. You know why they're not aware? And it's sad for me to actually go there, but I'm actually going to say it. People don't read and research anymore. No, they don't. Everything they acquire when it comes to their information is off the tube, meaning the TV, the mainstream media. And if this is not being said to them, they won't know because they're not going to take the time to read. I'm probably going to get chewed out for this, but I'm literally speaking the truth. The reason why people are behaving the way they're behaving is because they don't read. I'm sorry. As simple as reading is, people don't do it anymore. They really don't. The purchase, I was actually looking up on how many people that actually read books and how many people that actually listen to audiobooks. The group of people that actually listen to audiobooks and read books is like almost three times the amount of people that actually read books. Almost three times. And when you listen to information, it doesn't register as good as when you actually read it and comprehend it. When you read it, comprehend it, it registers in your consciousness a whole lot better in your brain. It's proven. So, guys, I'm saying that to say this, really. After, I would say, 30 days, we're going to have some disturbances with our food. All right. Another article I was reading yesterday where it was actually talking about the coming famine of 2007. And this is someone, the information was, the research was done by this economist, very respectable economist throughout in the financial sector. And he was, I forgot his name, and he's basically saying what I've been saying. He said there is a famine, food crisis comes, the food crisis will start at the end of this year, which I've been saying. We're going to see it. It's going to be a lot obvious. And he said basically 2027 is basically going to be the year of famine. And he's right because it take around a year. Remember, this crisis in the um, Strait of Hormuz started the beginning of the year, around February. A lot of fertilizers come from that. Farming is highly dependent on that. So it take like a year before, if we're not doing any farming now, what are we going to give to the people next year if we're not doing any production right now? We're not going to have any food. So people are not going to see the full effect of it till like a year, like around next year summer, the summer of 2027 is when the real severity of famine will be very noticeable in our civilization, where people are going to have a problem getting food. The price of food is going to go through the roof. We're also not just going to have a problem with food, folks. Start doing some research and start seeing that water, clean drinking water, is drying up off of our planet. It's actually vanishing. And look where all the billionaires are putting their money. Interesting. We have like around 30 days left. I would say 30 days of what we consider normal, whatever you could think normal is. After 30 days, when that gas rationing kicks in, it's going to affect every single aspect moving forward of our life, even the grid. Now, and people say, how it can affect the grid? Now, listen carefully. The grid need natural gas. Natural gas is a byproduct of oil. Gonna repeat that for you one more time. Without natural gas, you can't have the grid fully function. The grid can't operate properly. Can't. Impossible. You need natural gas. Natural gas is a byproduct of oil. So, yes, absolutely. There's going to be problem with the grid. It's going to be on a global scale, not just in certain location. There's going to be a problem with food. It's going to be on a global scale, not just a certain location. It's going to be mostly seen in the cities. Mostly the city will be affected, mostly, where people are going to have problem getting their hands on certain items. Certain sectors, certain section will be out of electricity because they're having problem getting their hands on natural gas. These are the problems we're going to have. Now, let's just take the oil out of it a little bit. Go into what's happening with Earth in general, folks. The water is drying up. You guys need to start looking into this. The water on our planet is completely drying up, and no one's talking about it. Access to drinking water is vanishing. The essence of life. Listen up. The essence of life is vanishing because our planet is changing. Our planet is going through a pull shift. All the billionaires are buying up water resources, folks. Why is Bill Gates owning most of the water resources in the US? He already owned the farmlands. Why is this man buying up water resources? Because we're going to have a problem with clean water in less than 10 years. If you start looking into it, you'll see every single thing I'm saying. It's true. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. You have to see it for what it is and start preparing yourself. If anyone, listen up carefully, guys. If you ever decide to moving forward, you want to purchase some property and get your hands on some property. Why purchase a property where you can't even have a garden, you can't even have a well, you can't even have any form of resources that will make you self-sufficient? Why would you want to invest in that? Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. But you know why people do that? Because they're not aware of what's about to happen. Our way of life, what we call normal, is done. Forget about it. We're going to see things. If you look at the way we work now, AI has changed the game. Nothing is a coincidence, folks. All of this is taking place at the same time so fast because everything that's happening has to do with what's coming in the sky. The reset that our solar system is going to go through. That's why they're having the reset with the way we work, the reset with every single thing, the way they teach, pushing in AI more into our society. This is not a coincidence. It's not. It's all part of the process. And we just say, if you don't want to get on board, you're going to get left behind. Make sure, folks, you guys, always moving forward, one of the first thing you should put in the front of your mind, how can I be self-sufficient when it comes to my food and my water? Meaning, if I can get food at the supermarket, I have food on my property where I can eat from. I have a garden. I got fruit trees. I got these things that I can eat from, and I still live. This is the smart way to do things moving forward. If you want to live anywhere, I got water source. I got a well. I can get water from that in case there's no drinking water coming from the county. I got drinking water on my property. Who knows? You could have a river. There's a lot of ways you could make spring. If you have a clean flowing water, there's a lot of ways you could use the water and make it clean. Because you have an access to water on your property. If you're in that position, and you know how to utilize those natural resources, you're not going to go hungry. And always buy information, books, hard copy books on edible plants, meaning plants you can eat in the wild. In case I can't get food in the supermarket, I can go in the woods and get some food. Worst case scenario, I'm not going to die. Dandelion, the roots of dandelion have a lot of nutrients, and a lot of people don't even know this. And dandelion is literally, I step out the backyard, there's dandelion all over the grass. And it's actually good for you. But we cut it every day with a lawnmower, and we destroy food all the time. You know why? Lack of knowledge. That's it. We're not aware of these things. But if we become aware of these simple facts that could save our lives, it put you in a better position, and you're more confident because you already know in the back of your mind. I already know. If I can't find food in the supermarket, there's food in the grass, in the lawn, outside. Dandelion, there's mushrooms. There's other things I can eat that won't kill me, and it's actually good for me. So Guys, my point is, guys, 30 days from now, it is going to get crazy. Get ready. Start stacking up on the food on your food. Start keeping clean water to drink around your house. Put yourself in the position where you can be self-sufficient. We're not relying too much in case if you can't get food in the supermarket, there's food at your house and there's clean water at your house. These are the reason why I do these videos because things are changing and they're changing so fast. But because we're so caught up paying bills and we're over leveraged with so much in our lives, we don't even have the time to notice what's going on. That's why the time seems as if it's going so fast. It's not like the time is going so fast, folks. It's because you never get the time to actually relax. You're always on the go. You never get the chance to enjoy the moment. It's really sad that most people are there, but you know, people need to start waking up and start seeing the real reality of where we're going. Food and water, that's the essence of life. And those things are slowly but surely going away. It's sad, but there's nothing we can do to stop it. We just have to put ourselves in a position where we can survive. Thank you guys. Ciao.